take you on this one. This is actually a very interesting question that has been raised. Or rather, this is a very interesting fact. If you invested 10,000 US dollar in the Bitcoin market as of 2025, in 2026, that amount is going to worth $70. And I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to show you, and I'm also going to show you the reaction. So, this is the market. Hold on. Some minutes. I am going to show you the market for sure. It is actually interesting how a lot of people used to invite everyone to rather invest on Bitcoin and make profit. And right now, everybody is saying, be careful, the market is crazy right now. And there is a lot of factors that is actually causing this. I am going to discuss it, but mind you, I am only going to be sharing my experience, or rather my understanding, sharing my knowledge based on my understanding. I wouldn't say I have deep information regarding this. All right. So this is the Bitcoin market. Hold on. I'm trying to. Almost there. Let me open the super chat. Because most times I am trying to open this super chat. This is TradeView. So let me switch to Bitcoin. I am going to explain something to you. It is actually very funny how instantly everything just changed, right? Everything just changed without notice. I think I can search BTC. Should be right here. So this is Bitcoin US dollar. You can choose anyone. So this is the exact price. This is the current price of Bitcoin. This is 68, right? $68,000. Now, since we are actually talking about a year, this is 12 months ago. So 12 months ago, which is last year, you can see this is January. This is January 2025. This is January 2026. So this is January 2025, and Bitcoin is right here. 12, you can see the difference, 124,000. And this is the current price of Bitcoin right now, 68. So you can see that this fact is actually accurate. There is no lie in this, no lie at all. And when this person left this, so many people were like, are you sure? Let's assume you purchased Bitcoin when it was $100. This is currently 8,000. I mean, this is not $100. This is $100,000, right? And this is 68,000. So you can see the difference, like it is so big. Now let's go ahead and look at the reaction, because now a lot of people are reacting differently. The reason why the reaction is actually different is because nobody was expecting Bitcoin to drop the way it did. At least, if not for anything, let it just drop a little. But then it surprised us. This is actually the post I am responding to. So the person posted and said, this is crazy. If you invested 10,000 in Bitcoin treasury company Nakamoto in 2025, you did be left with $70. Although that can still go up if Bitcoin go up. But just right now, everything has actually dropped. And people are just responding to it. That is actually me right there. So these are actually people's response. And like, I don't know if you can actually get why people are reacting this way. Why even bother with this treasury proxy, what's it called, place, when they can just buy Bitcoin directly and self-custody? Even though you buy the Bitcoin directly and have self-custody, your Bitcoin is still going to have dropped. You would have still lost a lot of money. So, yeah. it is valid that you say that or you make that point, but definitely the company, or rather the market, has been dropping a lot. And I think before, it used to happen that Bitcoin only drop whenever there is a significant change in the finance area or news. But right now, it seems that everything just affects Bitcoin. Just about everything affects Bitcoin. Whether there is any news at all, whether positive news, it drop, negative news, it drop. Anything, let's say Trump made a statement, it drops. Now, why exactly is this happening? I cannot say it for a fact, but I have some information to share in a different video. I just want to go through this one. Bitcoin Treasury Company was just a narrative trade. When liquidity dries up, narrative dies first. So this is actually the person's statement. And 10K in Nakamoto in 2025 equal to 70K today. A reminder. Okay, I think that's probably AI that actually created that thing. Bitcoin treasury without Bitcoin fundamental equals to exit liquidity. The cycle exposes who was staking start and who was selling narrative. Bookmark this for the next hype wave. And true, I actually bookmarked it already. And then from 10K to $70 is, but although your money is going to drop, but I am not sure it is actually supposed to get to $70. But yeah, fair enough. Bitcoin volatility is one of the things, but this is next level. That's true. Everyone wants Bitcoin exposure until they realize that leverage cuts both ways. If it's not Bitcoin, it is going to risk wearing a Bitcoin costume. If you don't understand tokenomic, you are the liquidity. Okay, I think I actually get what that person is saying. And there are so many statements and all that. But the real takeaway in this is that they are actually investing in a different company called Nakamoto, right? And there is actually, I don't know how, I've never invested in any of those companies, but I don't know how they work. But even though you bought Bitcoin or you purchased Bitcoin 2025, your earning would have dropped a lot, but not to have dropped to that particular amount. Because the reason is, I think I have, I do not have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum. I have $100 Ethereum, let's say $150 Ethereum. And right now, that amount is, I think is 60, no, it's 80 something dollar, right? So if though they have $10,000, it's supposed to be like $800 remaining or so. So I think the company is actually the one also taking, because obviously they are managing their assets for them. So maybe they have percentage stacked on them. That's the reason why the money is dropping that way. And I also think that if the market has been going up or is going up, I think very sure that they would have been making good money. But for some reason, they are not making good money because the market has been dropping. And I do not actually blame them for that. Now you can also see how manipulative the market is. For instance, this is the analytics for today. This is the analytics today. So on Bitcoin, even though the market is not active, you are always going to be noticing movement. So there is always going to be movement in the market, even when it's not moving or when the market is not active, which is actually what you are seeing right here. You can clearly see the market actually moving, even though we are currently on holiday, which is today is Saturday. And now you can see the last 1 hour, there is movement. You can clearly see that. There is always movement on Bitcoin. This is not going to happen the same way for other forex app, but for Bitcoin, it's always like that. The volatility is always very high. So that is probably the reason why there is a lot of change or quick change. But the fact that if you invested 10,000 US dollar in Nakamoto is going to affect your current price and going to drop to $70. That is why I wasn't like, nothing is going to keep my expectation to be $70 because at least $800, $500 would have been fair, but $70, nah, that's just terrible. That is so terrible. I don't know how or when or what. I have never put any money in this company, so I cannot actually say for a fact that I know what happened here because $70, man, I can't even think about that. All right, guys, I just wanted to share this with you. If this video helped, smash like. See you on the next one. Peace.